New gear day, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of the video. Got a new pack in today that I want to show y'all. So this is the Outdoor Vitals Shadowlight pack, and this is the 45 liter, as you can see listed right there, Shadowlight 45. So I bought this pack specifically for my girlfriend. We're getting geared up to do some trips this summer, and she's actually wanting to go with me. So I showed her quite a few different backpacks between Osprey packs, REI packs, ULA packs, a lot of different ones. And this is the one that she landed on. So I'm pretty excited about it because I've kind of wanted to see one of these in person anyway. So I get to kind of play with it. But what I want to do is just go over some of the features, just kind of my first impressions of this pack. And then what I'm going to do is load it with my loadout that's in my pack that would get me by for an overnight. It's got some food in it, but good to temperatures down to freezing, just to see how it all fits in this 45 liter pack. But right out of the gate, the Outdoor Vitals Shadowlight pack. So this pack is designed to be an ultralight pack that can carry 30-35 pounds fairly comfortably, and really at a cost-effective price point. This thing was only like $179, and you can sign up for their Live Ultralight membership and get discounts and things like that. But for the money, this is a heck of a pack from what I can tell so far. The main reason that she really liked it was just all the different storage options that this pack has, and you'll see it better when I get some stuff in it. But basically, it's a 45 liter pack. It's a roll top. So just a regular roll top pack. And then really good size hip belt pockets. I'm excited to see how much stuff can fit in there, because I imagine quite a bit will fit in there. And then one of the interesting things about it, there's a couple different things about this pack. You've got two side pockets on each side. So you've got your lower one that's got a little bit of kind of bungee shock cord kind of to it, mainly for like your water bottles and stuff. So each side has one of those. And then each side also has a pocket up at the top as well. So, and then these ones have some cord locks that you can cinch this down a little bit with. And then one of the features that I think is pretty cool with this pack is you have the stretchy mesh pocket on the front, but it's actually divided in two. So you got a good one here and a good one here, and those are pretty stretchy. We'll see how much we can fit in them. But the reason they're divided is you've got a zipper that runs down the front of the pack, and you can open the pack up and get into the contents this way. So, and that zipper is easier to use when there's stuff in the pack. So, me personally, I don't know how much use I would get out of that, but to be fair, I've never had a pack that has that. But I know she was excited about that, because that way you don't have to open the whole pack up if you know you want like a jacket that's down in here. Or for like me, this happens quite a lot. I carry my food down further towards the middle of my back, and if I stop for a snack and I've eaten all the snacks in my hip belt pocket, or I stop and maybe take a break and I just want to charge my phone real quick, my phone charger and stuff is kind of down in the middle because it's heavier. This way you can open this up and get right in there without having to take stuff out of the pack. So we'll see how it goes. It's, you know, I think it's something they did to just be a little different. It seems to get mixed reviews on here, different YouTube videos. People kind of bash it. Although the biggest bash I see is people saying, well, with a zipper right there, it's not, that zipper's not waterproof. The packs aren't waterproof anyway. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, this doesn't bother me for that whatsoever. The gear inside that needs to stay dry will be in a trash compactor bag or a pack liner. And then me personally, I always carry a pack cover. She'll have a pack cover, so if it starts raining, it'll be covered anyway. But let's just talk a little bit about the pack. So the pack is made out of a, I don't know the exact specifications. Again, if you watched my gear reviews, exact specs, not exactly my style. It's more usability that I focus on. If you want to see the exact specs, hop over to Outdoor Vitals website, look it up. But it is a different fabric. It's not just a regular Robic nylon, it's a Spectra nylon, which is another different kind of fabric that I've never really messed with. You've got like your DCF packs, you've got your Ultra 200 fabric like my Durston Kakwa here. The Spectra fabric is similar as far as being very lightweight but very durable. So this is supposedly much more durable and abrasion and puncture resistant than a regular Robic nylon pack. But again, this is another fabric that is very inherently water resistant. So the positive to that, if you're not the type that wants to hike with like a pack cover, this fabric will repel water very well and not absorb water weight. Again, with packs like this and those types of materials, it's not necessarily saying your pack is 100% waterproof. Most of the time, the seams are your weak point. Obviously, this one has a zipper running down the middle. It doesn't have watertight seams or watertight zippers, so water could get into the pack. I don't think it'd be very much, but that's why you use a pack liner. But the importance of materials like this that shed water, this material is not gonna pick up excess weight and become soaked to where it weighs your pack down. So it is definitely very light for a fully framed 45-liter pack. This is a size small for her. This pack weighs, I believe, 1 pound 14 ounces, 14 and a half ounces. If that's wrong, I'll put it on here, but I don't think it is. So it's under 2 pounds. Again, for a pack that can carry 35 pounds, according to what people say, fairly comfortably. But just looking at it so far, it seems pretty awesome. The shoulder straps have really thick padding on them. A lot thicker than the padding on my Durston pack that I just got. And kind of same with the hip belt. The hip belt has very thick pads as well. So it should, excuse me, so it should be a very comfortable pack to wear if you are carrying that kind of weight. And then one thing I think is cool, which you can't really see without it being on, but they designed these for the frame to be a little bit taller. So it makes it tough when you're measuring and trying to size a pack. A lot of pack manufacturers, when you're measuring your torso size, they don't allow for really any flex in this frame. So you order it and it'll fit your back, but as soon as you start to put weight in it and the frame starts to flex a little, you lose some of that torso length, and now the load lifters can't do their job and it's putting the weight on your shoulders. So theirs is a little bit taller. The frame sticks up quite a bit above the shoulder straps, and you can kind of see it even without anything in it. You can see shoulder straps are here and the frame is all the way up here. So it's gonna give you that good kind of 45-degree angle you're looking for the load lifters to pull that weight up off your shoulder. So first impressions is super light. I like all the pockets, quality of it, the stitching looks fantastic. Outdoor Vitals gear, from what I have seen with it, just very solid stuff. And they really do test this stuff quite a bit before they release it. It's got some compression straps that are just like little shock cord pieces on it to tighten it down. And then it does have the back pad too, kind of like my Gossamer Gear G420, has the padding in here that you could take out and use as a sit pad if you want to. So that's kind of cool, but I think its primary function, where on my Gossamer Gear pack, that's the primary frame. On this is just some padding for your back. It's got a good sturdy frame in it. It's I don't know the exact specs, but it's like a hoop style frame, so it's better than just the regular kind of aluminum stays that just run up and down. I mean, those can handle a little bit of weight, but if you want something that can carry 30 plus pounds, you need to have the support all the way across. So just by looking at it and feeling the frame, the size and the thickness of the shoulder straps and the hip belt padding itself, I feel like this probably can definitely hit that 30, 35 pound range and still be comfortable. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take all my gear out of my Durston pack and I'm gonna load the Shadowlight up and we'll see how it all fits, and we'll look it over some more. So I got all my junk scattered here. I think we'll just film this being loaded, and we'll just kind of go from there. I'm not gonna talk about any of the stuff I'm putting in here. There's other videos on the channel about that. It's just kind of my basic gear loadout that I take for most every trip. So, first things first, pack liner. Just a Nylaflume pack liner. And all my stuff that I want to keep dry will go down in here. So I'll put the quilt in. Again, this is a 45-liter pack. Now, I'm not sure, you have to check their site. I'm not sure if that 45 liters is just the internal storage and not including the exterior pockets, or if that's including the exterior pockets. From just looking at it, that's probably not including the external pockets. I don't know. Down jacket. Sleeping layers, pants, shirt, sleep socks, little compressible pillow, little thin hat and gloves, and then the Neo Air Uber Light put in there. So that's everything that I will typically keep in the Nylaflume bag. That's stuff that I would never want till I get to camp. Don't want it to get wet. And nothing that I would want to have access to from that zipper on the front. So that is something you have to think about when you're packing this. Anything you put in a pack liner, obviously, you're not gonna be able to access from this zipper on the front. So something to take into consideration if you maybe want to keep your puffy outside of that so you could get to it. Me personally, there's just really never a time where I'm on the move that I would pull that puffy out. That's what I've got the fleece layer for. So, all right, so we got that in there. Still got quite a bit of space in here. It's kind of a narrow pack, I kind of seeing, but that's okay. All right, so now you throw the food bag in, which has got about a day's worth of food and snacks in it. And then just start shoving other stuff in there. I'll keep that in one of these outside packs or pockets. So I'm kind of trying to think what I would put in these. I guess I'll keep the junk drawer bag out too. So a little air pump for the sleeping pad. Battery bank for charging stuff, cook pot, cook kit, an alcohol stove, windscreen, cup, everything in there. And then fleece. Just kind of fill some of the holes there. And then a little Gossamer Gear one-man tent. All right, and that is really everything that I would put inside of here, because we're gonna kind of see how these pockets would work. And I guess that depends too, like if it's rainy, then things like my toilet paper and wipes and my little kind of junk drawer bag that has medicine and first aid stuff, I'd probably just throw down in here too. But for the sake of testing out these pockets, we'll keep that out. Actually, we're gonna throw the junk drawer bag in here. So it's got a little piece of Velcro on the top of the roll top. I kind of like that, holds it together, but it's not a whole strip across. Some packs, the whole thing is Velcro, and it gets obnoxious when you reach in, like you're always catching stuff, and it just annoys me. I'm always afraid I'm gonna tear a jacket or something, but it's just got the little bit to hold it together. As fabric is kind of cool too. You can tell it's different, but it seems tough. And then it's just a little roll top and clips up like so. So that's everything inside the pack. And then these top pockets, maybe I'd throw my Garmin in one, and then toilet paper and wipes in another. You kind of do with that whatever you want. There's certain water filters you could probably shove in there too, if you wanted to. So for now, I've just got my toilet paper and stuff in one, and my Garmin in the other. And you could probably fit like I've seen people showing that they put like their cook pot in here. It seems kind of tight to fit a cook pot, but I guess you could do it. But I'll just put my Garmin in there. And then the stretchy front pockets, I just kind of want to see what all fits. So one of these, I'm just going to try to throw all my rain gear. So shove rain pants down in there. Rain jacket in the other one. I do kind of like this organization of the two pockets, because now stuff doesn't get buried. So rain gear in one, the other one we'll put tent stakes, pack towel, pack cover down in there, and Sawyer Squeeze water filter. And yeah, that all fits pretty good in there. So this one's got my Frog Togs rain jacket and my full rain pants on one side. And this side's got tent stakes, a pack towel, a pack cover, and my water filter. And you could probably still fit some more stuff in those. And then we'll put 1 liter water bottle in one of these, and the other side, another water bottle. Realistically, I probably wouldn't just leave it in this. I'd put it in a regular water bottle, but what if we do this? There we are. Fuel for the alcohol stove in one of those top pockets. Then we'll just clip the Garmin to the pack. Hip belt pockets have plenty of room for snacks. And one side I'll throw my Black Diamond headlamp, chapstick, hand sanitizer, and you have plenty of space for more stuff in there. So very good size hip belt pockets. This side just puts some energy chews. You got plenty of room in these for multiple bars or whatever kind of snacks, drink mixes you want to put in there. Across the top, just a little Outdoor Vitals 1/8 inch foam sit pad. And it's got a pretty small strap that goes across the top. I mean, seems pretty secure. Like it'll hold something like this. Like you could probably strap a small tent or something to the top, but with the pack fairly full up to the top, there's not a lot of space with that Y strap. But load it up, and then just kind of pull the little compression straps tight just to cinch down the load here. Keep things from rattling around. And there we go. So definitely fits plenty of gear, and there's still some space in it. I'd say this is a pretty good size at 45 liters. Really, for most people. I could fit probably 3 days worth of food in this pack. They offer it in a 60 liter also, but that's a pretty big pack. I mean, if you're doing 5-6 days worth of food carrying, lots of water carry, or you just have bulkier gear. I mean, most of my gear is pretty streamlined and going down that ultralight road. Seems like a pretty good pack. So really, this is just kind of first impressions. Like I said, I haven't tested it, haven't taken it out. It's her pack, not mine. All right, so, well, we had a bit of a wardrobe change. I realized as I was editing this video that somehow I lost the final piece that I did. I don't know if I deleted it or what happened, but I wanted to finish it so I can get this posted. But overall, the Outdoor Vitals Shadowlight pack, really seems like it's pretty awesome. I really, the more I've looked into their gear, listened to some of their podcasts. If you've never checked out their podcast, the Live Ultralight podcast, are awesome. They're just a group of outdoor enthusiasts that really know what they're doing, and they really have done a good job at building this pack specifically to really be lightweight, under 2 pounds, but be able to be functional in most every backpacking situation, whether you're carrying 8 or 9 pound base weights or you're carrying 15 pound base weights. You got to carry 4 or 5 liters of water. You got to carry 5 days worth of food. This pack can handle it. It can do all of that. At least from what I've seen from other people on YouTube, their reviews of it, the guys with Outdoor Vitals and their experiences with it. Obviously this specific one, I haven't had a chance to experience that, as well, for one, this is my girlfriend's pack, so I haven't really seen it. But just my experience with backpacks in general, different types of gear, you can tell that this is very well built. It's very well thought out. The pockets are awesome. It gives you a lot of organization. This is built for being able to be kind of that Swiss Army knife backpack. It can do most things you need a backpack to do. So excited to see it out in the field. Excited to see how she likes it. We've got some trips coming up here in a couple weeks, so she'll be carrying this thing around, and we'll see what she says. I'm sure you'll hear her opinions on the videos. But that's it. I just wanted to get that ending posted up. Outdoor Vitals gear. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They have some really solid stuff. Check out their podcast, just the stuff they do in general for the backpacking community. It's really cool. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.